Now, across the country, there have been a lot of concerns, questions raised about the involvement of the police in settling civil disputes and how free is the press? How can the role of the press not be compromised out of fear because their rights are not being protected? We're going to look at a very sensitive case because we want to explore the role of the police, press freedom, and the rule of the law. Joining me for this very important conversation is the publisher of Media Room Hub and a journalist, Azuka Ogujiba. Welcome to Rubbing Minds.
Thank you for having me.
And also joining me is Justice Ogieno, a lawyer. Welcome to Rubbing Minds.
It's my pleasure to join you.
Now, Azuka, I'd like to start with you because your case with the police has received a lot of national and international publicity, and we just want to set the record straight. We'd like you to narrate the incident from the moment you published the injunction to the point when the police got involved.
Okay. When I wasn't, first of all, I wasn't the only media house that published. Almost, if not over 20 media houses published this same court injunction, and nobody from my investigation, nobody added anything to what we all published. Same thing with my media platform. So when I got the letter from the Office of the IG of Police, it was sent to me by Josephine Omotere via WhatsApp through my phone. So I started making inquiries that why are they looking for me? Initially, I thought maybe it was 419 or something. I'm like, why would they be looking for me? So I started making inquiries, started calling people. I have a lot of friends who who cover the judiciary, judicial correspondence. They said, that if it's from there, that means it's a serious case. So I'm like, so I started thinking in my mind, what did I do? Why are they looking for me? And they didn't specify in the letter what that was about. So I called my lawyer and moved the date to the 6th of August, which was a convenient time for me to come to Abuja. We all know tickets are not cheap to go to Abuja these days. So I went and...
So you honored their invitation?
I did. I honored their invitation because I'm someone that respects the rules. I'm very, when it comes to rules and regulations or anything, I like to respect people's, or the country as a whole. And I've never had any issues with the Nigerian police before. I've never had any brush with them because I always, I like to respect the rules of this country. So I went because I said, let me go and know why they're looking for me. And when I got there, the person in charge was Moses Jolugo. That's his name, the head of the unit I went to. And his assistant was Ifoma Ogoli. And there's also Josephine Omotere. So when I got there, I didn't like, first of all, the way she stared at me. I didn't like the stare. It was a very unfriendly stare, and she was, so I had to try and see if I can, for us to be on the same level playing ground so that whatever it is she wants from me will flow. I went as far as, when she realized that I used to work in these day newspapers, I went as far as calling my former colleague, Isichi Osangbi, to speak with her. She was just being unnecessary cold for no reason. So when she started the interrogation, I said, I'm also a journalist. I'm trained to ask questions. So after she finished interrogating me, I now asked her that this is a court injunction. It's already in the public domain. Okay, and so I want to know why I'm here. She said she should give me the petition, which was from, his name is Adewale Oladapo, Biggie. He's the one that actually orchestrated all this,
So this petition, you published it, other people published it. Now you've been interrogated, you honored their invitation. Where did it just go south? Like, because we've read online that you were denied access to your lawyer, you were kept without food. How was it during that same interrogation that they just...
No. I went the first time and they gave me bail. They told me to go and come back in 2 weeks' time.
Okay.
So I was ready to come back in 2 weeks' time. Then the same week, on a Friday, that was on the 8th of August, they started calling me frantically, back to back. And Ifaba was telling me that Biggie wants to see you. Biggie wants to see you. That's the guy that...
So they didn't honor the 2 weeks they had given
you? They didn't.
And did you cave into that pressure and make yourself available before
yes,
the
because
2
I was
weeks?
I told her I was going to come to her, but you know, I already had my days planned.
Yes.
You know, I was trying to hurry up where I was to come to where they were, to go to their office. Next thing I saw, the police people were there with their vehicle. They blocked the gates. They came with guns. They came in their numbers. You would think they are coming to arrest
a criminal,
or one Boko Haram,
someone wanted,
or one kidnapper, or fugitive or something, you know. So I'm like, what's going on? What did I actually do that they have to go this far? You know, they came, they harassed me, assaulted me, snatched my phone. So I kept on telling the Josephine girl that, can I have my phone? She said no, she won't give me my phone. That's why they whisked me to their office. That was like around 6:30, 7 in the evening. So we went there, and I was expecting them to tell me that they kept on telling me that the post I did must come down. You know, that the post must come down, and I must also issue an apology to Adewale Oladapo Biggie, that I'm trying to cyberbully him, that's deformation of character, that I must do an apology to him. I said, okay, Instagram has suspended my page. So it has to be 12 p.m. before they release my page, because when you post something on Instagram, they can seize the page for like 3 days, 4 days, depends. Yes. That so I said I'll come back tomorrow if you want me to come back tomorrow. They said they didn't say anything to me. They kept quiet. The next thing I saw, a policeman came again with gun.
So you were held without access to your lawyer for 3 days. During those 3 days, you were denied food. Did they give you any more explanations why?
Because nobody knew where I was in the first place. Okay. My friend Shade Balogun was in town. We're supposed to go to that event, or to some events on Friday together. So, and I already told her, I said that, look, I'll meet you later, but I have to go to the police station first to sort out, to find out where they're looking for me. And
so those 3 days, were you able to communicate with anyone? Did you ask for any food?
No.
What kind of treatment did you receive? Were you just like in solitary confinement?
I was almost stripped naked. You know, first of all, you take out your wigs, your slippers, your jewelry, your wristwatch. So you don't even know when it's morning or afternoon or night. You only know when it's night when the mosquitoes start biting you. So you know it's night.
Yeah.
Then you know when it's morning, when the mosquitoes, when they leave the cell. That's when you know that it's morning. They refused to. Even when my friend finally found me, they told her that she can't see me, that she has to get one of the IPOs. And so they give her their numbers. They called and called and called. One of them picked and came. So even the food she brought for me, they poured the food inside a black polythene bag. They said I can't drink from bottled water. It has to be pure water.
You know, this sounds very inhumane, and you not knowing and not being able to communicate with the outside world. From a legal standpoint, and I want to come to you, Justice, if publishing a valid court injunction can lead to arrest and harassment, what does it mean for the rule of law in Nigeria? Does it mean that people who are watching now can't publish a court injunction? Or is this a case of someone being singled out for whatever reason and then using this as an example?
I think all the evidence points to your second question, which is, does it suggest that somebody is being singled out? That's what all these point to. Because if 9 other media houses of serious repute did exactly the same thing, and you are going out on a limb to practically harangue and harass maybe the least among them. Of course, it reminds us of George Orwell's all animals are equal, where it looks like some are less equal than the others. I feel that exactly is what happened to her. As for whether the rule of law is what applies, obviously, with the facts as stated by our learned guest and the victim in this case, unfortunately. And again, I must say I commiserate with you. I feel so much pain for the ordeal that you went through. It's a failure of the rule of law, because if we are to follow the rule of law, it's supposed to be blind towards the high, the mighty, and the powerful. if you are not treating the other people the way you are treating her, it obviously shows that you are not following the law, because the law is supposed to be blind to status.
Yes, I hear you that, okay, if whatever you meant for the good should be done for the gander, but is it even legal? Is it right? Is it okay, permissible by the law to publish a court injunction?
Okay, the thing is, with the courts generally, and I commend it to the provisions of Section 35 and 36 of our Constitution, everything about the court is public. You are supposed to conduct court proceedings in public. And there are situations where even senior advocates, and I commend you to the case of Menakaya and Menakaya, two senior advocates prevailed on a court that a divorce matter is not nice at all, that the court should allow them conduct it in chambers, that is conducted in a way that the public should not be able to witness it. What the Court of Appeal threw out the case, that the two senior advocates were wrong. The judge too was wrong, because the Constitution says that everything that is done in court must be in public. So that's
so the law is very clear.
The law is very, including this injunction now. If even, and in this case particularly, and that's why I'm thinking that she was victimized, the court even went out on a limb. Justice Folashade even gave a special order, special permission to the party, Capital Games Limited or something like that, to actually go to publish the case. If even the court didn't give that order, because an injunction has been given in public, the journalists, pursuant to their Section 22 rights, Section 22 and Section 36, 39, they have a duty as the fourth realm of the estate and as the fourth arm of government to keep the public informed that these and these and these are happening in our courts, and the public should be made aware. So I feel that I think that she deserves an apology from the police if all she has narrated is exactly what happened.
What are the next steps for you? Because I know they forced you to sign an apology letter, but are you planning to approach the courts to seek some kind of legal redress? Or
I'm on it already.
Okay.
I'm on it already, and because he's here, I'd like to also find out what I want to know is that is the Inspector General of Police aware that some of his subordinates are using his office to detain people unlawfully? Because the letter came from his office, and that's why I honored it. And people are telling me that there are a lot of police stations in Lagos. Are they saying that they're not good enough to handle such cases? Because I really
have to go all the way to Abuja.
Wow. Bought tickets, flew down there, stayed in a hotel for 2 days. Then I'm like, these people again, like, let me just even call my friend and let me go and so I can save money and stay with someone, it cost me a lot of money. And apart from that, since I went to that cell, because I was begging them that, can I go take my drugs? I really begged that. I begged Josephine, okay, you have a policeman with gun with me. Let me go and take my medicine. There's a drug I must take every day. And they didn't let you do that. So are you seeking for damages? I'm seeking for everything, because you can see the way I'm talking to you. My nose, you can see my nose is running. I'm trying to, I'm on drugs. See, I just left the hospital 2 days ago. Because you don't know whether you're sick. Yes. I don't know that maybe it's just the feeling. I don't know. I feel sick today. I feel okay tomorrow. Listening to you, should I say I'm also scared, because I'm a journalist as well, and I'm wondering, will I say something one day and next thing I'm being whisked away for 3 days? So I think this means that this conversation, even though we're out of time, needs to keep on going to ensure that press freedom is truly press freedom and we are able to do our work. Any final words, Justice, before we close the show? I think that we should do everything we can to preserve the office of the journalist, because without the preservation of that office, the populace will be totally deformed and not properly informed, and dictatorship and power will practically run roughshod of every citizen of the country. So the office of the journalist must be protected at all costs within the provisions of the law and the provisions of the Constitution. Thank you very much, Justice Ojieno, and thank you very much, Azuka Ogujiba. And we're very sorry about what you've gone through, and we hope that you're able to get some form of legal redress, and our rights as journalists, in your own words, are protected and preserved.